So today I've got some garlic to plant, but first up I'm going to tell you a story about some pigs. So as you know, a few weeks ago we lost a pig and we thought maybe she had babies or maybe she died. I was standing right here going to check up on the garden, getting overwhelmed with how much weeds there are and still haven't done it. But I was looking up there at the pigs and I noticed two baby pigs walking by themselves. So the two pigs were just up here by themselves. So I come up here and I found, not what you're thinking, spoiler alert, it was not Pawpaw, the one we had for missing for, it's almost coming up a month now, was not her. It was this pig here. So it's she's blind in one eye. And yeah, it was kind of the one we were least expecting to be pregnant, because the other one that we actually locked up a couple of weeks ago, she might have been having a false pregnancy, or maybe she was just in heat because nothing's happened. But anyway, you want to see some baby pigs? So what's so funny is I was in there trying to hold a pig. Pigs are like kind of running away from me. They are quite tame. The kids have been holding them for ages, and we normally feed her up there to distract her, but I didn't feed her and she came running for me. But when she did, I was just videoing her and the piglets were like just taunting me because they were coming out towards me while Mama was there, probably saying, my Mama's here now, you can't touch me. But she's a very good good mama. 4 piglets all up. And that's not all. There's some good news and some bad news about our rabbits. So first we start off with the bad news. Dino here has got a sore back leg. He actually got out and then someone over here decided it would be fun to chase him. So hence he got hurt, stuck in the mesh, but I don't think it was his doing, but it was his chasing that did it. So we're not going to like lock Enzo up all day. That's not how we handle these situations. We just have to fence our animals better. So our plan is to fence off this perimeter, kind of like down there, up there, all the way around and all the way down. We want to anyway, because we want to make a nicer path up there, make it all pretty, but it's got to be high enough that this guy down here is not going to jump over it, because he harasses the bunnies, especially when there's like a female and a male in there and they're doing their duties and running around. He gets all excited, so he's got to stay out of here. But for the good news is, now can I remember her name? No, I still can't remember her name. I know she's like Cotton Toff or something like that. Maybe I should name them, because then it would have been easier, but I let the kids name them. But oh, Mama over here has got little babies over here. She's got 9 of them and they're like just opening their eyes. So they're actually like, I think 2 weeks old now. And this one here is Theo's favourite one. He's probably called it Die, like the rest of the stuff he calls Die. But they're actually like, they're pretty tame. This is another coloured one. And I think there's one more coloured one at the back over here. And the rest are white. So I think, what, there's 1, 2, 3, 6 whites, 1 black one, and then 2 kind of fawn ones, or whatever they're called. Yeah, she's got quite a nice sized litter. And old Cotton Toff over here, just in there, She's actually, I think, due in 2 weeks time. So breeding program has started. As long as our dino survives, then it'll be like every, I think, 3 months I'm going to breed them, but they're my bunnies, so I can just breed them however I want to breed them. Meat and selling, that's the goal. Make a bit of money to pay for the food and get meat out of them at the same time. So that's the exciting news. What's least exciting is rabbit poop. I've got a lot of rabbit poop here, so I'm going to try and take it down the bottom, and I'll show you our Braskas, how big they're getting and how big are they going to get. So this is the Braska bed. So give me a second and I will just take this net off so we can get a better view. Okay, so this is it unveiled. All Braskas, broccolis, cauliflowers, cabbages. I think there's even some Brussels sprouts in there. And there might be some kales in there somewhere. And I do have beetroots that I planted all around the bottom there. I should actually soon do like another Braska bed, because as soon as we like pickle them, probably in a month's time or 2 months, then there's nothing after that, so you kind of keep planting and planting. So that'll definitely be on the tables to plant more seeds, more stuff for that. But now I've got a bag and a bucket of rabbit poo. We're going to trim some bottom leaves and then we're going to put it all around them, because that'll be like pure nitrogen, which Braskas love. So I've pretty much only had enough poo to do a third of the bed. So I think I've actually got some more up there, but this other 2/3 will be over the next few weeks. I'll be trimming all the bottom leaves and putting it under. I'm just trimming the bottom leaves to give it a bit of airflow. Don't really need to, but yeah, it's doing good. And I have got some slugs in there, so we might put some slug pellets, but I always just try to avoid it. The plant's strong enough, it should be good, but yeah, we'll see how we go. And I've got some leaves down there to feed the bunnies, so it's a full cycle. Now I've done that, there is one thing I've been meaning to do for ages in this greenhouse, and that is these tamarillos here are getting nailed by, I'm pretty sure it's aphids. So I've got some neem oil spray in here, and I'm going to spray all of these tamarillos, any other plants I can see with aphid damage, because it's not on. I'm going to lose all of these tamarillos that I've got such a big size. So yeah, let's get spraying. So while I am in here, I wanted to show you our first jackfruits coming up. So we've got this one here and we've got this one here. So that is the first 2 out of about 40. So that's pretty exciting. And our little raised bed we made in here is cranking. We've got our eggplants that have like grown quite a bit, and our little dwarf Cavendish is doing fine. It's getting some new leaves out, and the Japoticaba is pumping. So yeah, very happy with how it's all going in here, although I have a lot of work to do in here. It's just getting time at the moment. So I am up to the garlic, but I'm going to see if I can get some recruits. We've got pretty much the whole family down here, and we are getting on to our next mission, which is the berry patch. So Debs and the kids are in here. What are you doing, Jasper?
I'm looking for these white roots.
Ah, so he's weeding all out in here, and we are going to get some soil during the week, and we are going to top it up with some topsoil and hopefully a little bit of dressing and compost and maybe some pine needles and that, and all of these strawberries that have been in the pathway and that we're going to be replanting into there. So hopefully in spring we'll have a big flush of strawberries. But we've got a lot of work to do in here. Heaps of weeding. Yeah. So does anyone want to come and help Dad with the garlic?
No. What are we doing, planting it?
No. Yeah.
I can go.
Raven, you want to come and help?
Help what?
plant the garlic. So I've got 2 recruits. I've got Raven over here and I've stole Matilda from Mum. So over in this little garden here, we're going to take off this net and we're going to plant around the beans in here. So guys, you guys want to take off this net?
How do we do that?
Okay, Matilda, if you guys want to grab this garlic and then you've got to, you know, peel it off so you can get to the cloves. You can have one too.
Are the cloves the seeds?
Yeah, they are the seeds. And then they grow a whole garlic like that. And you've got to put it so it's the other side up. That's the bum.
Oh, so
Pointy bit's the top.
this one's basically squishy. Is it supposed to be squishy?
Yeah, that's right. So 3 bags managed to get that whole bed. So for future reference for me, the variety of this garlic is Printanor, and then this in here, where they've just coming up now, is elephant garlic. Normally I only grow elephant garlic because I've had a few years now where I've had bad experience with normal garlic and it just gets so much rust, and I'm not into just spraying all this stuff to kind of keep it in bay. And yeah, there's organic methods in that, but it's just too tough. We find elephant garlic is great. We use it like for garlic bread and just a substitute for garlic, even though it's more of an onion family. We still use it for all of our garlic purposes. So yeah, elephant garlic is the way I'm going, but given normal garlic a go again, so we'll see what happens. So another news around the garden, this whole ochre patch, as I like to call it, last week me and the kids actually started weeding it out. It's going to take a lot of weeding, and then I'm going to tarp it. I'm probably going to pull this trellis down so I can actually tarp it properly, and then that won't be planted till probably like summer. Whether I put more ochre in there or not, I haven't decided yet. And just over there, just before we get to the food forest, I've finally put the tarp down on the pumpkin patch. So I cross my fingers that it's going to be a pumpkin patch this year, because it's been a fail the last 2 years. Changing the whole layout of that little area and going to add a lot of compost to it. But this is the tarp here. Hopefully it is big enough for the okra just behind me. Just through this tithonia bush here, Debs and the kids planted some broad beans and some peas to grow up the trellis. Okay, so that's pretty much the video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are hitting that thumbs up button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Look out.